Hey guys, welcome back to my small engine repair channel. Today I want to talk about the 3 most common problems that you can have with your lawn tractor once you take it out of winter storage. In today's video I'll be talking about the 3 most common problems that I see every spring, and I'm going to start with the problem that I see the least, and then I'll go down from 2 to 1. So number 3 will be the least common problem that I see on the lawn tractors that come in the spring, and number 1 will be the most common. So I'm going to start with number 3 right away. Number 3 is rodent damage. You know, mice that make nests inside your engine and cause you problems. Okay, here's what I mean by rodent damage or nests. Here's a perfect example. It's full of grass here. They made a nest right here. This customer here got off lucky because the coil wires are not all chewed up. I've even seen the coil chewed up, all the wires here, and the regulator wires as well. They'll even chew your vent hoses over here. So this is quite common actually. Telltale signs that you have a nest in your engine when the cover's on is you'll often see grass near the starter here. You'll sometimes see grass around the spark plug holes right here. So if you see a bit of grass, chances are when you remove the cover, there's way more stuff in there and possible damage. The good way to prevent this, guys, is to put scented dryer sheets on your engine. Put some mothballs around the machine in the fall and winter, and try to store it where the mice or rodents or chipmunks can't get in. And after blowing that grass out, guys, here's a small mouse in there. The other thing this will do is, if you don't clean it out, is it will stink when you run the engine, and your engine's going to overheat, guys. All right, you saw that. Now let's get into number 2. Number 2 was a close tie between number 1, but I figured I'll put it at number 2. And I actually have a machine outside here of the shop to show you the second most common issue. All right, the second most common problem are flat tires. Tires tend to deflate over the winter time, guys. They tend to lose the seal between the tire bead and the rim. Pretty well all the lawn tractors you buy nowadays do not come with tubes inside the tire. They are tubeless tires. The permanent remedy for this is a tube. I've used the goo in the tires and all that stuff. I've never had really good luck with that. So the tube, guys, is the permanent solution to this. Put new tubes in all your tires or as they get flat, and when you put your machine away for the winter, deflate them a bit. This prevents the tires from cracking, and in the spring you just reinflate the tires to about 12 psi, and you won't have flats every year with the tube. All right, so now you know number 3, number 2. Number 1, which is the problem I see the most by far in my shop every spring, and what that is a dead battery. Not only is the battery dead, when you try to recharge it, it will not take the charge. Some of the reasons why this happens is because the batteries have been left in the machine all winter. We get like minus 40 Celsius here, which I think is minus Fahrenheit, 40 Fahrenheit. You get the drift there. It's like extremely cold. That will help to kill your battery sooner. And the batteries do not last like they used to do years before. I remember years before, like maybe 10 years ago, you could have a battery in a lawn tractor that was 5 years old and it still worked. Nowadays, you're lucky to get 3 years. So the typical thing I see is customers call me, they say, you know what, my machine started last fall. I left the battery in the machine, and now when I turn the key, nothing happens, or it just clicks. So I tell them, you know, try to charge the battery, give it a good charge, and they do that, and even then it won't go. Sometimes if your battery's not too old, like if it's a year too old, you might get away with having it being left in the machine all winter, charging it, and it'll work. And then the more you use it, the more it kind of builds the power back up in the battery. But look at this battery over here. You'll see a date that's 9/21, so this battery is like 5 years old. Surprisingly, this one still works. But if you have an issue with the battery, guys, you're going to turn the key, you'll hear nothing, or you might hear a click, 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 and that's a telltale sign that you need a new battery. You can also take it to an auto parts store and get it tested as well before replacing it. Charge it up on a good charger. at 2 amps. You can do 10 amps for 15-20 minutes, but charge it at 2 amps. It's a nice slow charge. You can also leave a battery tender, a smart battery tender on it for the winter, and a smart battery tender will just turn off when it's necessary instead of boiling the battery all winter. But I take out the batteries from my equipment and I put them in my basement and give it a few charges all winter. Not too many, but it kind of helps the battery to last a bit longer. And sometimes you may have to change this solenoid as well, guys. Now, a quick tip here: when I replace batteries for my customers, I put the higher cranking amp batteries. This is a 300, 375, I think it's 300 the actual number. I find that these last a lot longer than the batteries with only 200 cranking amps. I usually can get a year or two extra out of these, but again, I do bring them in my basement and charge them a few times. Alright guys, so those are the 3 most common problems that I see on lawn tractors that come in my shop every spring. Now, if you deal with the same shop every year and you have a good working relationship, you can call them. If you do actually bring them business, they will give you free advice. I do that here. I know my good customers, they'll call me about these issues, guys, and I'll tell them on the phone, you know, check your battery, do this, do that, and if it doesn't work, then give me a call and bring it in. When it comes to the mice nests, like I talked earlier in the video, is put some mothballs or dryer sheets to keep them away. The tires, put tubes in them, and the battery, do what I just told you. Bring it in your basement, charge it up a few times during the winter, and that will prevent you a lot of problems. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.